So going into tomorrow, and I'm going to make this abundantly clear because I'm not exactly sure whether we're going to get the volume that we need to see. So I've made this mistake before. If I'm swinging, right, it's up to here. Now we got a lot of loosey goosey price action underneath us, so it is absolutely imperative that that happens. As of right now, pulse check, we're good. 606 has been. We talked about this shit, right? If you were here this morning, you know what we're talking about. Open, dump, break, rip, bounce, bounce, reject, break, reject. We're building, right? We got a fraction of empty space, right? Is that a good swing? Probably not. Unless you, so it would require you to pay more. And I mean, if that's whatever fucking fits your fancy, but that for me is a piece of what the bigger picture is. However, with the lack of potential volume, it could be here that we stay, right? Giving us the potential to run up into the next week, which I was analyzing the box and the target that I have. There is empty space up above that, right? And there is a gap. So it's not, again, baking up. Dude, this guy just came with fucking receipts. Fills a 3. No way, dude. That's actually going to be delicious, though. I'm not going to lie. Yo, that water has lead in it? Are you serious? Don't say that shit to me. Don't say that shit to me, bro. Don't say. The glass. Don't say that shit to me. Don't ever. Somebody ban that guy. No, shit. I'm just kidding. All right. Now, moving on. So that's what we're watching. Pretend maybe end of day we could get what we're looking for. We still have plenty of time. 700%. What you got going on? Yeah, 7. Look at you. I'm proud of you. What a fucking beautiful rip. $4 contracts. That just made my dude. I just gotta buy. I gotta buy a new pair of shoes. My fucking toes just popped out the top of them. Lord have mercy, dude. About to flip my house upside down. I got such a good grip. All right. That's beautiful. I love that. When I see that shit right there, it just gets me so gassed up because I'm like, look at that wrist reward. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to see. Anyway, 24-hour time frame. No, son, it is not done to being charged. I had to charge my phone. You're gonna have to plug it in yourself. Oh, don't worry about that, son. You want to learn about this? Okay. Well, I'll explain more later. But okay, so right now, you guys got that for the cues. That's what we're potentially looking at, running in our downtrend, right? Ayo, you know that thing that makes your hand shake? We're using that. Yeah, you got to use that energy if we're going to do this. Yeah, I was just kidding. All right. Now focus flipping. He's fine. IWM, absolutely skyrocketing. Obviously, I could have held on to a little bit more of those, but as of right now, it is up at the top. This is IWM doing IWM type shit. I expect for this one to possibly go hit the 246. I don't really have empty space. I've talked about that one on this setup. So it's really kind of outside of my wheelhouse unless you're looking at a punch back into all-time highs with the decent expiration. That's really all I can offer is 246.76 going into tomorrow. Great rip. Would love to short that when the time comes, obviously. And just like a rock climber, right? We're not going to be able to peel its fingers off until it loses something that it's regained, right? So it's right here. That's where it resisted. We could look at that. That's actually where you saw. Let me delete all this. It's getting messy in here. So we grabbed the floor right here. So each one of these marks, if we did decide, right, to do just that, it would be falling back underneath their trap, their ceiling, that we could take this back down. However, obviously, right now would not be the fucking time. Now, last one is what is it? Spy. Spy. Honestly, I can't trip on this one either. Incredible setup. I don't ever trade SPY. I'm tempted to take it for that break. Looking at the 24-hour, you're up against this, you're going up to this wick area. You know, again, gapping up outside of that would give you the gap and go potential. First target, 679, second target, 681. So we have, so I just want to take a second here, a moment to kind of take a look or reflect on what I'm saying right now. There's not a lot of hesitancy, right, in my voice or in like what, like I see the setup, we could see the potential here. Okay, done is done. When you don't feel that way or the market doesn't line up like that, that's when, you know what I mean? All right. So we get to closing up there, the better. Now, oh, there it is. Yeah, did anybody hang on to those? If you hung on to the 610s, those did go up. I took off the original investment and trimmed a little bit, but yeah, it was still a decent little trade. If you got tomorrow's contract still in play, shit. If you got today's contracts, you still might be in play. Might be. We're so close. The 2-hour candle looks extraordinary right now. The 30-minute looks great. The 15-minute looks like it's going to do that thing, but I don't know what it's waiting for. Maybe 3:30 here. All right. Now, obviously we got Thanksgiving coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my thing, getting ready for Thanksgiving as well. So I'm not going to be out here all day. I'm going to try to take profit or whatever the market requires me to do in the morning. I'm going to try to do that and get going, and you guys should do the same. Enjoy your families, enjoy your time off. Friday, half day, forget about it. I'm not fucking I'm not doing it, sorry. If you want to explore and if you've never experienced it, maybe fucking, you know, put $50 in or something like that and find out the hard way. But all right. Now, yeah, if you guys have anything that you would like for me to take a look at, let's do that now. Rivian. I can see, I heard, saw a bunch of you guys talking about this one. I like it. I like it. Right now, my hope here is that we already retested and is this top here at 1650 on the 24-hour, because this could be one of those, right? We don't want that. Now it's moving in the right direction. It built, it wicked, it filled its empty space. We tell the story, and the story says, yeah, probably continuation of the upside. You got a good base down here, and you're looking for this overhead resistance at 1588. Now I'm going to break off because I actually was just talking to Peyton's sister about this. I'm going to go over a stock I forgot to go over because your analysis on ANF led me confidence in taking the calls up 1900%. Dude, post those. Chris, pump up the jams. Let's go, dude. So Rivian, yes, over 1585 on the 4-hour. I like it. Do your thing. Inside of the range is empty space that could be, and we would like to see obviously broken. That leads me to this box here, which is 1712. So it's setting up pretty good. It'd be nice if we got some news. That is unreal, dude. I wish I could. How do you pin comments? Oh, I can't pin a comment. There we go. Ooh, look at me. I'm not Unk. All right. Now I'm going to go over this one. I want to go over this one because I was just going over this with Nikki. She's sitting right here with me, guys. I almost typed in your name. Celsius. It's not here yet. It's not ready to go. But I plan on taking myself probably close to a $10,000 position on Celsius. Now, for a small account, I still think that this is totally acceptable. Price of the contracts are, decent enough. I just want everybody to have this on the radar, and I want to make this analysis incredibly clear. There is a floor. and that floor touches, and it touches floor. Floor touch floor, right? We need to touch floor. That's about as caveman as I can make it, and is about as clear as it can be. We need to recover said floor and make our way through this lower time frame box. And I think at that point, right, that's where I'd like, well, excuse me, pause. Above this point is where I'd like to put in a starter entry, right? So 2,500, 3K for me. Or looking at it, you know, if you're even if you plan on taking 10 contracts or trying to have a 20 contract position, you can start with half. Having a great stop loss of 42 will be preferred if you're deciding to take this now, which I am contemplating myself. This right here. So again, the answers are always in the chart. If you don't react to them, that's on you. But here's the deal. Over to our left, we have clear candle closes at $40. Psychological, right? We don't want to lose that. I think it's abundantly clear on the 1 hour why that doesn't need to happen, because if we like empty space up, we don't like empty space down. It does the same thing, moves just as fast. So I'm curious to see if this one's going to get moving in a manner that we would like to see on the higher time frame and make its way up at least to $50. So it's amazing. All right, back to what we were looking at. Lulu. If you have Lulu, I love it. This is doing exactly what we wanted it to do. So pull your fucking yoga pants tight and hold on, because right now the target's going to be right around 186.75 empty space. On the 4 hour, we're looking at a 195, right? First green candles to my left, or again, boxes, empty space. We're on our way. Look over to your left in the most recent price action, and we're going to do the same thing. So as of right now, we can even verify that that little wick price went down, bounced off of where it needs to bounce, and is now moving in the right direction. So if anybody has Lulu, or even just took this for that empty space trade up, we talked about this since last week. So good job if you reacted accordingly. And yes, there is a lot more opportunity on this one potentially in the future, all the way up to the 223 level. QQQ common end of day push motherfucker. Yes, I would like for that to happen. Are we going? We are going. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Not fast enough though. We need to go faster. 6:08:61. We've got a little bit over 30 minutes left. Small pocket right there. So the same thing I was telling you earlier. That little bit of empty space. Actually, we went over this and it did exactly, right? So just like we would set a stop loss, or say if sellers control, right, they hold their candles right there. We don't want price to fall underneath it, which is why I set my stop losses typically around those. And then that box that we built earlier, we're utilizing that now. So it's literally box, empty space. So same thing on Celsius, but this is just happening on a much faster time frame. It's kind of nice to look at the lower time frames, because you can see the analysis play out faster than if you were to wait for a 24-hour setup, which takes a week or days or whatever, you know. So all right. Do I have a channel on Celsius? I do, yes. That one is, hold on a second. Oh, I've never had my fingers on stream before. Makes me a little nervous now that I'm typing. Everybody's looking at my hands. All right. Yep. Keep dropping your requests. I'm going to make my way through those really quickly and see if we can't find anything going into tomorrow. What is this chicken dancing butt? Oh, okay. CMG. I almost don't want to say anything because I don't want to interrupt your guys' flow. If you're in this, you got it. If you're in this, it's doing exactly what it needs to do, right? It's where it needs to be. On the 30-minute, we've established that it's not a box, but more of a range. And with that being said, the resistance in that range, right, was here. And that's where we are. All right, calm down, Chipotle. That's the sound I make when I eat Chipotle, except for it's more of a crying sound. So like box right there, use your 15-minute box, right? So the higher time frame is here, and you're like, I'm scared. I don't know if it's going to keep going up. Good candle close right there. That's where we're at. But we also go down and see. Calm down, dude. Sorry, my chart's freaking out right now. It's quite an introduction to the stock market. Everybody's charts do that. Don't worry. So use this 5-minute box, right? We need to hold 33, but it looks good. How many of you are in Chipotle right now? You guys talked about it too. 1041, da nasty. I see you talked about it. He said, "What if I'm Jay Diamond?" Hey, yo, that's cool. For Celsius, listen, no, you know what? Actually, I'm glad you asked that. He said, "Am I thinking the end of next week for Celsius?" I'm not thinking anything. Do you know why? Because my floor has not been recovered. Now, lower time frame, this is what I do on all of these occasions, and this is what people with small accounts do not need to do, right? Is I'm looking to play these pockets of empty space, and a lot of the times I can raise the capital to roll that into longer expiration contracts. That being said, it's not crystal clear, right? It still has a lot to work through. And this is very confusing, right? It's not super cohesive price action. It's here. I can see it. The Tylenol is strong in me, but 4118, right? That's going to be step one. You've got a box over here to your left. That's going to be step two, right? So there's a lot for us to work through. I'm I'm relying on the higher time frame levels and the alerts that I have set on them. So, all right. I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. I think this might end up moving in after hours. All right, dude, Chipotle is moaning. Oh, my bad. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Good job. Okay. Chipotle, damn, is that all you're trading? Oh, UNH. Okay, United Healthcare, up, upside. Okay, same thing, right? Now we don't have a box, but we do have resistance, right? Literally just stops, stops, and right now is stopping. Same thing, right? Empty space directly up above us. It on the 2 hour, it gets a little ugly, I have to admit, but doesn't change the structure of the higher. And the higher time frame always wins, always. So as of right now, because you have not closed a candle outside of it, we don't quite know. However, we do know that when sellers are given the opportunity to sell, they do that, and we can see that in the way that it responds. Hits it, it falls. Hits it, it falls. Now we're in the middle of that process, but as it hit it, it held. It hit it, it held. So it could be, and in fact, this is perfect. I'm glad I have an opportunity to explain this. What you're doing now is essentially what the Qs did this morning. And I actually, if you're patient and you let this thing do its thing, I would prefer, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, even down here, to fill up this empty space down to this box and then send it back up, right? Use the same floor. So if rock climbing metaphor here, if they have ropes or lanyards around them. So we fall, find a place to gather our footing. We need to find that same ledge to pull ourselves up back on top of, right? And so it would be that 318.60 that would be reclaimed. If the faster you fall, the higher the likelihood. Look, it's right here in front of you. Fast fall, fast rip. So as of right now, I can't comment on whether or not it's going to go up or down, right? I would be if I had to at gunpoint trade this right now, I would be in a read and react scenario, right? Take it off the top, you have an immediate rejection. This could make it difficult because you pop up, move down. This is where if you don't have confirmation, which is why a lot of small accounts shouldn't take trades, but if we don't have confirmation, you're in a read and react scenario. The chart is requiring more of your time. Okay. Qs are hustling. They better fucking hustle, dude. Yeah, IWM. So there we go. There we go. Hey, mamma mia. Or I might get out of this, dude. This is the resistance that I was just referring to. So funny. Every time they fade or anything of that nature, it pulls back. All right. Yeah, Meta does. I think Meta's helping drive that up. All right, we got a little bit under what 23 minutes here left exactly. So everybody should be getting should have a good idea of what the hell of what they're going to be trading here. All right, DoorDash looks like empty space on a lower time frame, but on the 24-hour time, not bad. I can't speak out against something that is closing or has recovered its floor. See the confidence there? It's just immediate. No questions. So with that being said, I'm going to go down to the 1 hour. It's very clear. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be taking this one up to 202. What it does beyond that, right? I think is going to rely on, and again, this is not a box, but is a range, and ranges can give you some sense of reliability. It looks like 204.67, close enough to that lower time frame trigger as well. But just seeing a candle close and move, you got a lot of empty space. And I think if you could just do it this way too. Box, right? If you get up to that box, I see 203.50. Naturally, I would assume maybe some choppage there, but that's where you could go and fill up the rest. I said the higher time frame always wins, not the lower. The higher. Higher time frame rules. So empty space on the 24-hour, still likely going to fill up like 24 empty space, but if the lower time frame has a lot of baggage in it, a lot of boxes in it, then it's going to respond to each one of them. It's just going to still fill its way out. I mean, opinions on buying silver, like physical silver or like SLV silver? I am not into buying things once they have established ranges, and I believe that we are in said range. Not to mention we're even sitting above this one. So I mean, I'm not saying that it can't, but I do think that it's 47.66 that you move up. So all right, what else do we have? Roblox. I don't know if Qs are going to give us that extra dollar. Close enough, but we'll see. It's doing a good job at holding, but that's 609. That's a hard resistance here. You guys are on TikTok. Thanks for the lightning bolt. But if you guys are on TikTok, absolutely go nuts on your screen right now with your fingers. Finger the screen. Sorry. I'm sorry. Should took my medicine. Let's see here. 24 hours. What the hell is Roblox bouncing off of? Let's go to the weekly. Find out. All right. We're gonna find out by splitting this shit in half. Is that enough? Nope, it's not. Uh-oh. I think this might just be a breather bounce, right? Similar to what you're seeing over here, where you bounce, retest the top, and then end up legging down. So I think for a short-term play, right, it definitely could work out. Can you guys hear that, baby? Okay, cool. Never mind. Baby's crying. So above you, yes, 1 hour time frame. I think a candle close outside of 92.15, 93.50. You definitely have 95, but again, the rest of this I think is going to be piece by piece, and it's definitely the hourly that shows a lot of clarity there. So yeah, Yeah, Lulu looks good. CMG is looking good. I have my doubts about CMG's ability to see continuation through this again structure range. But right now it's performing, so again, doesn't matter. Thank you guys for tapping your screen. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm up 516% on CLSK. My boy. Nice. And you got some more to go, huh? Good job, man. Look at that. The wave goes back. Wave comes forward. It's crazy, man. Just a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago, the suffrage, dude. Chop. Yeah, I did. Come the fuck on. Get up. Get up there. Get up on.
Has earnings tonight.
What has earnings? Clean Spark does. No way. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, now that changes things. Does it move on earnings? No. 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 Kind of, but no. 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 Yes. So you got a lot of no's and one yes. Now you do have empty space up here. I can only say 1360. Yeah, that's about it. What do I see going into tomorrow? I mean, that's what we've been going over, but I mean, Lulu, right? Lulu's looking up. Gap is filled up most of its empty space. Yeah, Gap already filled its empty space. Sorry, I just broke off into analysis. Q's, IWM, Elf is on my radar right now. Celsius is no, a lot of these aren't ready to go. Some of them have already broken. Celsius looking even better here on the close with that $40 target. Again, expiration and stop loss. Can you abide by your stop loss? If you can, do what you will, right? I think right now holding 40-40, if you're going long, is super important. I like this setup a lot. All right. She's asleep. Oh my goodness, all these people. It happens. That's how it happens, I think. Yeah, keep dropping your requests. Riot. Come on, just a little sneaky sneak. Come on. Come on. Just one big candle. Not bad. How does Mara look? Mara, there you go. Nice engulfment on the 4-hour to push you up closer to that. That's not how sellers win. That's not how sellers win. Again, longer expirations going into next week could look at a $14 target to the upside. Sorry to interrupt from Riot. But you do have a yes, break over 1445, empty space to $15.35. Doesn't look bad. Shit. So hard. What's my thought for IWM? IWM seems to be leading. However, I have a basically like 244 45, excuse me, needs to be the hold mark, and I just have an overhead target of 246. It's unfortunately not much empty space ahead of us, so past that. Upstart was nice today. It looks great. Upstart looks, it did exactly what we talked about this morning, right? We talked about the break over 39.90, filled up the empty space, sitting at cost basis. Now, this is where I did say turbulence, right? That's fine. You can handle turbulence. Doesn't mean the plane's going to crash, but you need to know what is it below you. That's something we do every day. Like if you are up in the morning or at the end of the day, something that you're still holding is still green. You want to establish or like look over and say, okay, well, what's under? What do we need to hold? What have we recovered? In this case, Upstart has a 4145 floor, right? So that's going to be step one. You have structure underneath you as well, but this leads to that, et cetera, et cetera. So we're looking for a break continuation over 42, and then you're going to take that empty space up above you, split it in half, and you'd have a 43, 40, 50 target, as well as a 44, 80 target.
Damn, KSS still ripping, dude.
What was that? KSS?
My bad, KSS just
No.
ripping, dude. I still got one runner.
Dude, what are you up on that right now?
1200%.
1200%, dude. Amazing. Good job. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was impressive. That was, I think, it's just about as big as the rip that we caught. It's almost there. It's about to hit the target too. Have I messed with BA lately? No, I haven't been feeling depressed or dark inside, so I stayed away from Boeing. Although I will say the empty space, nah, see, look at that. Tries to trick you. I almost caught myself. Nope. Get it right here, dude. Gold 390. I can't comment on that one, man. The empty space has been filled up above you. It has been filled up above you twice all over, right? So box, retest, empty space, retest. And so you're in between literally a rock and a hard place where the structure is sitting underneath you. The 382, right, is the overhead resistance above you. So with that being said, sure, but I am unsure of which side will break quite yet. I'm leaning a little bit maybe to the downside with that wick up and then draw back down to 381. I could see at worst 377. So there we go. Hughes. You have to start selling immediately if you have weeklies. You got to start, or you can even raise the bid or ask. So right here, right, just like you would on eBay, bid and ask. That is what, like, if I wanted to sell this contract right now, which is it's up 56%, right? It's $12 and $13, and it's moving up. That's what this is right here. So if I think, and right now these contracts expire in less than 20 minutes, so it's really important that I sell them. So if it's at 13 and 14, I could sell it at 15, and if price keeps moving up, it'll automatically sell, right? Ask is what the seller is demanding. That's what they want, the high price, and the bid is basically the low, or what they're willing to. Right. Yeah, I think I just flipped that analysis in my brain, but yeah, that's the ask is what the sellers are asking. The bid is what the buyers are trying to bid that or lowball them, if you will, kind of in a way. And then the spread in between, sometimes it'll be like 11 and 20. And that's called a wide spread. And we try to stay away from those because they're poopy. Look at that. Even just the stalling here, that's 609.50. Yes, TradingView has their Black Friday deal posted. Do we need the premium package? I get the premium. For my dads out there, the letter of the day is Q. Oh, like for QQQ. That's funny. What the fuck was that? Yo, what the hell was just that? Oh shit. Oh god, get out. Go. So more. Yeah. Dorks. Who bought my contract? Who bought my contract, dude? That's crazy. You're out of your mind. All right, I'm gonna put the rest to sell at fuck it, we'll give the sellers what they want. Nope. 3. Yes, I know. I'm violating good faith. Very cool. Damn, I just got away with murder. 6, 10, 15. I still have an order to sell here. See if they give me one more tick. Or they tick me off.
Just took SPX 6770s, 40 cents to $4.
40 cents, $40 to $400 per contract. How many of those did you have?
Just two.
Just two? Well, that's all you need. $80 to 800.
Works for me for an hour trade.
Dude, that's most people's work week. Some people's. All right, I'm gonna have to settle for less here. One more tick up, please. Please. I'm gonna cancel it. I canceled it. All right, you know what? Fine, you can have it. All right, filled. I'm out. Of course, it wicked up. Hit the rest. All right, there you go. So that
Bro,
was
what the fuck?
What?
I bought some swings for tomorrow 5 minutes ago, and I'm already at like 200%.
Take profit, my brother. Look at that.
I'm
Look
doing
at you,
it.
golf
Sorry.
man. That's a hole in one, right? Right? Or I don't know. I'm
My
not a golf
account is
guy.
up 37% today.
Dude, account is up 37% today. That is good shit.
Am I cooked? Because
Are you
I got 6 10s for tomorrow, but I can't make another trade. Or I get flagged.
Oh no, you're at the dude. You know what, dude? Just do it, and then just tell them you're really sorry. Like, go to them, go to customer service, and be like, dude, I'm my bad. But honestly, it's time to switch to a cash account so that you don't ever have to deal with that again.
Yeah, I got two brokerages and one
There's
still margin.
there's 610. If anybody had tomorrow's contracts or today's, absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, River. We have a baby in here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh. There's a baby. This little baby's gonna have analysis in her back of her head. Yes, it's your first time. Yeah, you'll be forgiven. All right, now I'm a little sad, but it's fine. It's fine. I got rid of everything. I'm trying to be a good example right now, you know. But if you do have tomorrow's contracts, however, those are good to go. IFF. What's up, Abdul? What is this? International flavors and fragrances? Fragrances? What was that? Creepy. I mean, it looks good. This in front of you, this earnings play right here, kind of loose. I mean, it's interesting volume there, but as of right now, I would be interested in holding on to 60 and 94. Hey, yo, maybe it's not charged. And I told you that after the stream, I would help you out with that, okay? But you rushed it and you just spilled salad all over the floor. Got to slow down, okay? It's not even plugged in. Damn, my son just spilled my salad, dude. Phantom Ivy. Man. Is there a squeeze going on? I'm trying to buy swings so can price keep going? I mean, I think that's a part of what's happening, yes. But as far as continuation squeezing, oh, beautiful. We sold those contracts just in time. We got 5 minutes left. Look at the 6:10:30 on the diddly dot. Dude, what is wrong with me right now? I can't draw. There we go.
Bro, what a sell.
That was a great job, dude. Great job, golf man.
Bro, I caught all that shit earlier too.
There you go, man. Look at you, dude. If you
Took
are
4 days
holding,
off.
dude, it helps, man. I'm telling you guys, if you start feeling like you can't, take a break. 611, if you do have any runners, or if you do have tomorrow's contracts, and they do end up hitting that. But honestly, great job. Upstart, do you think I should hold these last two runners if I already got half a position on 300%? I cannot legally tell you whether to buy or sell, dude. Now, if I see a green candle close of this nature with empty space all the way down at 39 or 40, I can hedge. And why, you know what? Sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what is it, fear that's causing us to get out, or is it the money? What does the chart say? The chart was the reason that you got into the trade in the first place. So the chart has to be the reason that you get out of it, not the money. That's how come we're able to take $200 to fucking 20 grand, you know, and stoically, if you will. But that being said, it's not done by staring at the P&L. It's done by looking at the chart. The chart is closing above and where it needs to close, expecting price action to at least give us 43.40, right? There's nothing but empty space up above us. So, and I look at bros. I try to keep my eyes off the bros, but sometimes can't help myself. I'll flip that. Where's Neil at? He's not here. Ha. Gotcha.
He stopped by
Bro.
looking for you.
I bet he was. I like it. 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 Yes. This is good. Dutch Bros Coffee. I like that to 64.37. Longer expirations. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not going to take it tonight. I will take it tomorrow. And I'll take it over the break, right? So this is where my emotions, I can tell you right now in my gut, I want to take it. But I know, right, from years of getting my ass kicked first and losing money, that if I take it now, where do I set my stop loss? I would have to set it at 55, which would ensure that I lose a big guapo stack of cash. So I'm going to not do that. I'm going to wait for the overhead, right? We're not going to reach for the cookie quite yet. Delayed gratification, 58.70. And then, yes, I do like that trade very much. There also is a, I think, applicable channel. I just said applicable because it makes me sound way smarter, but it doesn't mean anything. Applicable. It just feels good when it comes out of my mouth. Pause. Don't clip that either. I'll ban you if you clip that. But over 50. He said, but yeah, it does have a channel that it does seem to have recovered. If this is the correct channel, let's go ahead and go off the lows and see what we get. So when I was going to, we'll go over this one next, but channel wise, if it's moving up, we typically start from the bottom, and this is called a parallel channel. It just helps us figure out which is it going up, is it going down, and we want to play with the direction of that stock, not against it. That's how you lose money. So, all right, 30 seconds left. You're gonna place a swing.
Oh my God, I grabbed 67, 70s back down. Right at the top.
You said 60s. Oh, wait, you shorted it?
Yeah, I went short right at the top when I sold.
You're a bad boy.
500%, literally 3 minutes.
No shit. 500% in 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's in the money, so I'm just letting it settle.
Damn. I was just thinking about grabbing nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I had a small account.
Crazy.
I was messing with Peyton's account. She's got she had $150 in her account yesterday, and it's up at $445 or $444 today. I hardly did anything. I couldn't pay attention to it. I was focused on too much on my own. And then I was teaching Nikki, so it was funny because I was like showing her the chart while also simultaneously looking at where my positions were at. Especially the Qs. Play, yeah. Dave and Buster's, honestly, dude, this one is perfect. If you have this one long on the 24-hour, you are at the 50% mark. So empty space structure, I split that in half and I aim for the 50% mark first. And if that works out, typically I'll take the money that I had originally put into the trade and then all the profit, I'll let it go. Like I'll let it try to go and hit that floor. So 1750 is where this literally makes the trade like risk free. Like it literally nothing, anything could happen. It could go sideways or die, and it's nothing to you. So, huh? Wawa? I don't think they're publicly listed. Gas stations. That's actually fun. It's actually interesting you say that. I don't know. Yeah, definitely not on the stock market. Wawa public. It's privately held, family-owned company. Yeah, so you'd have to call them and be like, "Hey, please let me invest. I'm from Philly. Wawa is the shit. They have Wawas down here now. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Wawa's
Bucky.
down here
It's
now.
dude, you know what's mad funny is like on a map, if you were to like, it's like Wawas and Bucky's, like this massive wave, and they're just colliding in Georgia and Florida. Like dead ass, because like there is a nice mixture of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a Bucky's fan though. You don't like it?
Never been, but I think there's only one in Florida.
What was it?
We had to pick up a part for
Yeah.
the Mustang we're working on,
Uh-huh.
and we had to meet
Buc-ee's,
them
there's, I
at
think, 2 or
Buc-ee's.
3
At
in
Buc-ee's?
Florida.
Yeah.
There's a Daytona
Yeah.
one.
But when it's quiet, like if you stop at like 1 a.m, Peyton is like it's the barbecue fire. What were we saying, Golf Man?
No, me and somebody else were just talking about how there's only one in Florida, or I think.
There's two in Florida.
Is there one in
Yeah.
Daytona?
Daytona.
Oh, then
and,
there's one right at the border, right? Of
Oh,
Jackson,
shit.
right by Jacksonville. And I guess there is one in Daytona Beach.
But you said it's the shit. I've never been.
I liked it. I mean, listen, comparatively to stopping at a fucking Chevron, excuse me, a Chevron, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when you're traveling, or even like a travel station, you know,
Hey.
the travel. What Chevrons are not good. But
I have a Chevron.
you own a
Texaco,
Chevron?
and a Shell station. Yeah, and a Texaco and a Shell station.
Do you have tasty snacks inside of your gas stations?
I have a Subway restaurant in one of them.
You have a Subway restaurant inside of one of them.
Yeah.
Put a Baldino's in there, and then you get the stamp, dude.
Yeah,
How do
I
we- how
definitely
can we-
want to change.
how can we
now?
Can you make them do that? Like, what's the power dynamic look like there? Can you strong arm
I just
Subway
have
out
the-
of your shit?
Yeah, we rent it to ourselves, so we just have the franchise agreement. So I'd have to just cancel that.
Oh no
But
shit!
I don't know if the other shop you're talking about. They may not. Do they franchise?
Baldino's? Yeah, definitely got a franchise. Baldino's or Jersey Mike's, dude. Dude, after
Well, so that's the same people that bought Subway own Jersey Mike's. So I was thinking about switching because I think Jersey Mike's is much better right now.
absolutely 100%.
100%.
100%. They slice their meats. Yeah, you have to force your workers to smile when people come in. Way better. Way better. Yeah.
Oh man, get a Quiznos in that bitch.
He said, "Dude, why is your voice so low?" He said, "You sound like the Quiznos character." When you said that, that's crazy. Dude, I gotta change the output. Don't talk. Anybody? All right. You guys hear me? Mic check. Somebody say something. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I was trying to make the sound come out of my computer and not my headphones. I'm sitting here talking. She can't hear anything that's going on. What's going on? Rivian? Yeah, listen, if Peyton knew how much money I had in Rivian right now, oh no, she might take me out with some Visine, but straight up, the way it's building right now, this is a great start. It filled up. It's making every attempt to fill up its empty space before it leaves, which provides less catalyst, less spaces for this to move down. which I like. So right now, my eyes, listen, I'm telling you this. This is it. 1583, you will have turbulence at 1615 because there's a gap fill and the wicks. But other than that, if you're looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, yeah, the 1650s. And it also provides the potential for continuation up into 1710. Hey, ask her how she liked them earnings. Whose earnings? Oh, I showed her that. Yeah, I did. I showed her the ANF. Yeah. She's like, as of today, this is the first time. I mean, she knew like basics, like what a stock was or whatever, but like I was teaching her, we went over candlesticks, we went over options, we went over open to closes, channel, but I was about to run her through this shit. But that's part we're gonna save that for another day, so don't kill you. And pushing time. Which way do you go to 21?
It would be 16.
I mean, you guys can wait. You guys aren't. We're not kicking you guys out. You want to wait until the rush is over?
Oh, super late.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure. Bitcoin, and are you long on the coin, dude?
Right.
Oh, dude, this is so easy. This is easy money right here. Let me show you where you're at. Oh, I hear it in the passy. Yeah, so this was bounce down, fill every single bit of empty space. You obviously liquidated a little bit further, bounce back up, and you are sitting at the previous 88.56, right? That we have talked about before. So just like when you fall into a sand trap or you fall into any sort of, you have to get back outside of it. And so it is abundantly clear to me that right now you could put the stamp that Bitcoin is still short until it recovers that floor. Now, upon that recovery, it's empty space all the way up to 91.5. So I could see that happening for sure. Make sure your crypto assets are well protected in a Web3 ledger. I actually prefer to like just leave them out there publicly on websites. I trust people, No, I'm just kidding. SoFi. Do you have SoFi? I do have SoFi to the downside. I'm still holding, which I'm flat right now, but I'm almost positive that I thought I was gonna have to get out today. I was actually going to get out today, but we're still good. That being said, it's over 28.60. You got empty space back up. You got to start looking at SoFi flipping back up along with the market because it's at its wicks. So is the Qs. Diamonds, dude. Gift. Oh. Yeah, that's my sister-in-law. But if you're talking about Peyton, she already has diamonds, so she's good. Plenty of them. Shit, I don't even have any diamonds. Good afternoon. What's up, dude? Bull looks good. Yesterday, I'm actually still holding on. Well, obviously, I'm still holding on to that equity purchase. I'm looking for Bull to break over 895 and make its way up to 950. But yes, I am still holding Bull. All right. Anything else? Did I miss anything over here? Wawa, QT, Mara. Yeah, I like Mara. Oh, I didn't see that Brigatti said. I do like Mara. I'm watching. Look, what I just showed you on Bitcoin. Mara and Bitcoin and Coin and Riot are all crypto. So where are we at? At the floor. What do we need to do? Gap up or see Bitcoin outside of that ceiling. And we should see, yes, 1156. I mean, again, I'm aiming for 14. That's empty space. That's the most logical retest area that I have on Mara. So 1395. St. Augustine has a Buc-ee's. That's right. Right.
Bushies?
Huh? Bushy and the bushes. I like to stop at the bushes with my wife. I saw that video. That guy's fucking. That was funny. CLSK does look really good on the channel too. All right, it is 4:11. I will let you guys. Oh, let me look at Regatti.
But good. I was looking at
Spaghetti. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Just looks like you need to react to it. It did wick off of this today. I have a 24 or 23 retest level underneath you. So something like this, maybe. Come here. Down. Back up. Right. And then up to that 31. Looks way better. But yeah, it is outside of 2680 that you're looking for that to go up. So. Okay. Alaskan Airlines. I mean, as far as a 24-hour candle setup is concerned, it doesn't look bad. I like it the way it is at the moment, but it did go red off of that. So clearly it's 41.85 you need to fill. It's 47.72 that you need to break. And at that point, I think it's only logical to take this up to its box. So again, box to box. All of this downside that we've had experienced in the last couple of weeks has created a lot of these setups across the market. You know, it's almost to throw a shit at the wall and something's going to stick, you know, so choose wisely. But I think with a lot of these setups that have, you know, even the airlines, you know, have the potential where we're sitting right at that catalyst. So at the precipice, if you will. NW Mara, that wick was wild. It got me. Oh, fuck. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is a month long enough? Yeah, that's definitely long enough, Jonathan. Jonathan, when are you going to teach me mechanical engineering, dude? I'm trying to engineer some mechanics. I want to take that Neo robot for 10 tonight. What do you mean tonight? I don't like. No, not the smiley faces. Oh my gosh. Tell it your wife, dude. Bro, John, say the most out of pocket shit. You tell me what you got for Upstart, and I teach you mechanics. This guy trying to siphon a signal. 45, man. Next week. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'll see you guys in the morning. Yeah, morning. And hopefully the market agrees with I love you too, man. I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank God I put this out, dude. Imagine. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll post the ETF videos if anything has changed. Okay, that was not the soundboard that I thought it was. Oh, I'd hit that on. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, these are clips that people take of me when I'm talking or trying to help them make money. And oh, who played that? Go ahead, do it again. Who put that up? You know, like balls on camera, please. Yeah, my cat Anakin jumped in front, and the camera's pointing this way, so he's walking away as his balls are in cameras. But of course, I can't just say something. All right.